Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for logging in and watching us on the JQ Edge. I'm your host or co-host, Dr. Brian. Here we go. How did you show up this morning? What was the weekend like? Are you recharged, re-energized? Are you focused? I wasn't. Sometimes we want to show up our best. We feel ready to go, whatever the weekend was. And sometimes stuff happens. Bewilderment is my early word of the morning. The grandkids acted as if they had never gotten ready for school yet, and a little bit of chaos in the morning. And we had a fabulous weekend. We went out to different events. We went to a special, I'll call it, arena football game, and we just had a wonderful family weekend. And this morning, my thought was, I'm ready to go. I have my plan, and nobody in the house was ready to go. It just happens that way. And so, what do you do? So, Monday morning, sometimes people approach Monday differently. And one of my mentors and a book I read years and years and years ago, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Did you know your brain doesn't know it's Monday? Only the calendar does. And then what happens? It's your thoughts and your emotions. So initially, this morning, when everybody was not what they were supposed to be doing or up for what they were supposed to do, I went back to the basics. Normally, my response would have been frustration, a little bit of anger, on edge, negative. I did the reset. Science proves this. Here's what the science says, and here's what you can feel immediately. Every time you go back to safety, presence, and joy, even for 60 seconds, your brain is literally building a stronger pathway to a state that lets you trust, make decisions easier. And guess what? That's not motivation. That's in you. That's the neuroscience. You don't have to feel it to have it. Let me say that again. You don't have to feel it to have it. The JQ Edge is already yours. And here's the best part. We give you a navigation tool to navigate through whatever it is, bewilderment or chaos. So let's get technical for a moment. The science is called neuroplasticity. Your brain rewires itself with repeated experiences. That's why, and I get asked this all the time, why do we keep talking about the chair of joy? Is it gives you that reset. Sit, breathe, think, feel does the reset. Every rep makes the next one easier and builds the new habit. So Monday morning, what does your edge look like today? So some of you came in full, ready, recharged, ready to attack the day with energy, enthusiasm, and your brain is in expansion mode. Some of you came in low. The cool part is both are valid. Your purpose today is showing up as the version of yourself and trust that you can use the JQ Edge, you can reset. And remember, you're not starting at zero. You're starting wherever you are. And wherever that is, the edge is there with you and you can build up. So, what does your purpose look like on this particular Monday morning? Not the ideal perfect version you might hope for, but what is it right now as you're listening? What's the real version you have? And here's the Monday question that nobody really asks. Ready? This is crucial and fun. What would it look like to trust yourself today? What would it look like to trust yourself today? Not perform, not push. Just trust that you already have what this day needs. For me, what does that look like? I need safety, joy, and presence. I need to remind myself, don't be over the top. Don't be pushing people away. The real version of myself I trust is knowledgeable, charismatic, engaging, and I have a brain that can solve issues. All of you can have that too. You already have it. How can you tap into it? So the question is, what would it look like to trust yourself today on purpose? What are the strengths you bring to the table at home and at work? What does the day need? Just one thing? And then do this internally to yourself. What do I need to do to trust myself to make things happen today? And what does the Joy Intelligence Edge look like on this Monday morning? Do you trust enough in yourself to lead at home and at work with your strengths? So here's something I love the most. Again, in our brain, we think Monday is different than tomorrow. Now, honestly, today is different. It could be Tuesday. What if you do the 4-day work week? What if Tuesday is your Monday? So when you have that busy weekend, whether it was great or not, if you didn't do your whatever your routine is, and we'll talk about routine in the evenings to set yourself up for the next day, maybe you feel like you're behind. You get to do the lunchtime midday reset. Execution is your chair of joy, and you're giving yourself an afternoon deposit. By lunchtime today, something will have happened. A surprise, a frustration, a moment that takes your energy sideways. That's not a problem. That's what can happen on Monday. So the chair of joy at lunch isn't rescuing yourself. It's a gear shift. It's you going to the next higher level. And I'd like you to write this down when you can, or repeat it over and over. You're not broken. You're not broken. You're just at the midday, and 60 seconds can put you back. 60 seconds puts you back. So sit right wherever you are. Breathe in. Hold it. 10 seconds. Breathe out. Think, what does today need from me? What does the rest of the day need? Feel, trust what comes up. Trust the feeling that comes up. So you're in place, right where you are, wherever you're going to be at lunch, right where you are. And some of you in the East Coast, you're getting close to lunch. Grab your chair of joy and do that reset. So it's sit right where you are. Stop for one moment. Breathe. The reset is instant. Think, what does this afternoon need from me? One thing that's in alignment. Feel, tap your feet, roll your neck, do the reset. Trust what moves through you. That could be the second gear. That second gear midday will catapult you, and it will set you apart from other people, and you can teach them the chair of joy. So do one chair of joy today at lunch, or a few of them. And what's the proof? This is something I couldn't wait to share with you this morning. Dinner table. Recognize your genius. Pat yourself on the back. Recognize your own genius from today. At the end of the day, in the evening, on the couch, wherever you land, what did you do today that was yours, that was special, that was unique, that was different? Special, unique, different, or simpler. What was the shift? Again, not a tabulation of what got done. What was yours? A decision that came from clarity. Each day this week in the evening, can you remember to talk about and write down what was one decision you made with clarity? How was it received? That's where the joy intelligence edge shows up. And you can recognize it, and that keeps growing and moving, and you keep expanding and performing differently. That's your genius, not a highlight reel, a real moment. And when it starts happening each day, not only will you feel freer and expansive and think clearly, other people will gravitate. But this will be unmistakably you, your uniqueness. So last night, busy weekend, went to sleep. This morning, clarity, did my chair of joy, and I thought, this is one thing I'm going to bring to the table today. What can I do to help my team grow? What can I do to help my team get the engagement we're looking for? So would love to have you do the same thing. And when that enthusiasm and creativity taps in, you own the moment. So remember, research shows the brain makes the best connections during the moments of low pressure and high internal safety. Safety, presence, joy. The chair of joy, sit, breathe, think, feel, helps you get there. So recognize your genius today. Tap into it. Nobody else has to recognize it. Even if it felt small, name it, claim it. The proof is Joy Intelligence Edge is working with you, for you. So however you entered the morning, do your reset. You can live with more energy, passion, and desire and bring it to yourself. Trust the science and trust the practice. So send us your comments. Practice. What does the practice feel like? What do you think about it? And remember this, your proof check-in is what you do today. Was it mine? Did you name it? It's your genius. It's your proof. It could be solving the smallest or biggest problem, but it's all yours. You own it. So as we close up this morning, trust in yourself. Trust your thinking. Do the reset. Because when you do the reset and you make the decision based on clarity and not crisis or impulse, that's the edge. You know it. We know it. This is the Joy Intelligence Edge. We train it by living it. Let's get the edge together. Contact us on LinkedIn or comment on YouTube, and we'd love to share more with you. And guess what? See you tomorrow, Tuesday, 7:45 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a Joyly Intelligence